Do I still believe in the graph? Yes. And I believe that during this bull run, its native token called GRT could hypothetically go to the price of $5. And of course, nothing I say is financial advice nor guarantee, but some people may find this hard to believe because they're saying, oh wow, the graph sucks, it's caca. But I completely disagree. I mean, after all, the graph is an open source software that is used to collect, store, and process data from various blockchain applications. Now you may be thinking, okay, why is this so important? Why is this so crucial? Now, this right here is done for information retrieval. And here's where things get a little bit more exciting because let me explain just how fantastic this is. The primary goal of the graph is to help developers use relevant data to help increase the efficiency of their decentralized application. So if you think about it, it actually does play a very crucial role. But furthermore, there are more exciting things. The graph analyzes and gathers various blockchain data before storing it into various indices, which in this case are called subgraphs. And this allows any application to send a query to its protocol and receive an immediate response. So yeah, that's very amazing. And by the way, queries, they're posed through decentralized applications through something called GraphQL. So yeah, I think that's very interesting. But besides that point, GraphQL is actually a widely used language that was originally developed by Facebook. Yeah, if you know, Mark Zuckerberg, all that. But yeah, besides that point, we take a look at this very amazing statistic right here. We take a look at, it should be noted how anyone can use subgraphs to power applications across 50 plus networks. I mean, just let that sink in. Over 50 networks, this is insane. Of course, they do include Polygon, Ethereum, Moonriver, I'm very bullish on that, Moonbeam, Harmony as well, and of course, many others. I mean, this is how fantastic it is. But also, it's been noted that the graph is currently being utilized by popular Ethereum decentralized applications such as Aave, Curve, and even Uniswap as well. I mean, you take a look at them, right? I mean, they're big players. You take a look at how, for instance, Uniswap is such a major player in the DeFi space, aka the decentralized finance space. Also Aave. I mean, this is all very amazing stuff in my opinion. So when it comes to adoption for the graph, it's not bad at all. Some people like to think that, okay, it's just a random project. The graphics look cool, the logo looks cool, but it's useless. No, actually, if you take a look at it, fundamentally, I think it's pretty much one of the best out there, and it's actually very crucial. So, man, when it comes to the graph, I think it's just going to continue to grow from here on out, because just imagine, again, right? It's basically allowing developers to help increase the efficiency of their decentralized application. There are going to be more decentralized applications that pop up, even though there are like thousands as of right now. There's going to be more. As the blockchain space continues to grow, as more and more crypto adoption does come, it's only natural that, again, more decentralized applications do pop up. And of course, there's a need for something like the graph within all of that. So if you think about the graph, is it going to disappear off into the abyss anytime soon? No. I think it's going to be around for the long haul because there is an actual use case. There is an actual purpose. If a project doesn't have a good purpose, I don't really know how long it's going to be around for, but this one I think is going to be around for years to come. So I really just can't wait. Man, I think it's one of the best out there. And also, if that's not even enough for you, we take a look at this, right? As of right now, on the Graph Network and hosted service, there has been over 70,000 projects and over 1 trillion queries served. And yeah, you heard that right. Trillion. I mean, oh man, that's how amazing it is. But really, I think this is just a cherry on top to such an amazing project. Man, I really can't wait to see what it does, during this bull run, because some people like to think that, oh wow, GRT at the price of $5 is some crazy nonsense. And no, I disagree, because for instance, if, GRT were to go to the price of $5, at that point, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $48 billion. Not too bad. We've seen BNB reach over $100 billion. We've seen Dogecoin reach over $80 billion. And come on, right? First of all, when it comes to Doge, people like to say, oh, it's not fair to compare. But I think it's fair in this case because I want to showcase how reaching over $50 billion in market cap in the world of cryptocurrencies isn't this ridiculous, difficult task, if you know what I mean. We've even seen Doge reach that before. Also on top of that, we've seen, BNB reach over 100 billion. BNB, you take a look at how just last year, according to Crypto.com research, slightly over 2% of the crypto hacks that happened actually occurred on the BNB smart chain ecosystem. That's kind of bad because the blockchain space overall is massive. So this is kind of weird in my opinion, not really that great. If BNB can reach over 100 billion, GRT can't hypothetically at least reach around 50 billion. That's just the way I view it. And also take this into consideration. I actually forgot to mention this statistic, but it's actually very fantastic. You take a look at On the graph network, there has also been over 100 indexer nodes. So yeah, that's insane. So with all that taken into consideration, GRT at a price of $5, right, around a $50 billion market cap, considering current circulating supply, is it too difficult to reach during this bull run? I think absolutely not. And also, you take this into consideration. As of right now, according to Crypto.com research, over 600 million crypto owners. That's more than ever before in history, by the way. But with that being said, some people may think, okay, there's billions of people in this world. What do you mean by that, man? It's actually not that much. Just last year, take a look at how many crypto owners there were. Well, actually, as of right now, there's more crypto owners than last year. I don't know why people keep thinking that a lot of people left. And also on top of that, take this into consideration. With some perspective, this number actually seems very impressive. You take a look back in 2021, during the peak of that bull run, there was roughly only around 300 million crypto owners. And yet, even still, despite that, we can all agree, I think, that bull run that year was so amazing, was so fantastic. So now we basically have double that amount. Now, could you imagine, first of all, the FOMO, the buying pressure, the buying volume? It's going to be ridiculous, but it's just a matter of time, though. It's just a waiting game for me. That's the way you take a look at it, because the only thing I can control is me being patient, accumulating, not giving up. That's what I can control, right? A lot of things are beyond my control. Like, I can't demand the price of GRT to pump like today or 2 weeks ago. I can't do that. Again, I can only control what I can control, which is why I'm just dollar cost averaging, acquiring, holding, and just waiting. That's it. No fancy nonsense, because with all those amazing factors, GRT again at the price of $5 isn't crazy in my opinion. Also, you take a look at the Bitcoin ETF, the number of institutional investors. I mean, it's through the roof. So again, could Bitcoin do bad during this bull run? Highly unlikely. I think, around a year from right now, things could look so different. I think even though this year Bitcoin won't break an all-time high, imagine next year, once altcoins really start getting attention, Bitcoin, the crypto space overall, once the sentiment starts to change, Bitcoin at the price of 100,000, 150,000, that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I think as Bitcoin reaches those great heights, I think it's only fair to assume that altcoins, much like GRT, they're going to go along with the ride as well. So at the price of $5, is it really that crazy? No, because you take a look at it, even as a worst case scenario, we've seen altcoins peaking around 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. Now, take this into consideration, right? The Bitcoin halving event happened back in April. So around 18 months is October of next year. So just imagine that. That's still some time there. Now, some people may think it's a bad thing, but I don't think it's really bad because granted it could happen sooner, in which case it would be okay because party time for me. But if it happens a little bit later, fine, because it's more time for me to accumulate. So anyway, I take a look at it, it's not really bad at the end of the day. And again, all I got to do is just wait around a year from right now. I've been through the Terra Luna crash, FTX, 3 Hours Capital, Celsius, been through all that nonsense. Now, just waiting a little bit over a year? Come on, man. Doesn't seem so bad in my opinion, which is why I'm going to stay patient, just continue to believe in the graph because I think it's so special. And again, GRT at the price of $5 during this bull run, that wouldn't be surprising whatsoever, especially with the bull run, hypothetically being that amazing with all those bullish factors for Bitcoin again, the Bitcoin ETF, the amazing number of institutional investors, and the role that the graph plays. Man, I just don't see why GRT at the price of $5 would be so bad. I think adoption for the graph is just going to continue to grow from here on out. And again, I think the sky's the limit for GRT during this bull run, and I really can't wait. Around a year from right now, man, could very well be party time, hypothetically speaking. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's Will Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.